I swear to God, if only the few viewers we do have could hear the shit that we talk about before we hit record. And they
Hey.
will never know.
So
Long story short, we were talking about Dan being a fatty. That's all.
right. Just a heads up. We do have special people watching us tonight. My little girl Claire is watching right now. So,
I was about to ask for a Claire update, but
no, she is.
Don't
dude,
tell me. Don't flip and tell me a 4-year-old's watching.
6, and she is fucking amazing.
Okay.
Dude, it was like a week, man, right? A week from the last time we really talked about it. Yes, we've given little updates here and there to you, but she's doing amazing, dude. It went from being one of the scariest things I've ever been through to now like one of the most truly amazing things to watch, and the amazing recovery, and really just proves how resilient kids are. And I mean, next to watching my kids get born, like this is like the most beautiful thing in my life, man. Like it is amazing. So cheers to you, Claire. I'm glad you're here, baby girl.
We love you. We're glad you're doing better. In the world of my babies, which is just my dog, and my plants, which are up here. Lobo almost gave me a medical scare this week.
Jesus Christ, what did he do?
Well, let's just say that this is not the original bag that this tomato plant food came in.
Okay.
Because Lobo decided to get into a bag of tomato plant food.
All right. Is it toxic? I mean, is it toxic to dogs?
It's all organic for the
Okay.
most part. There's like like magnesium, phosphorus, and shit like that. Like sulfates to like for nutrient boosting, for soil boosting. Shut up! Yeah, I'm talking about you, asshole. And but the one thing, the reason why dogs are attracted to it was because there's blood and bone meal in there.
Ooh, yummy.
Yeah, which I knew, but I just didn't
Put two and two together.
I didn't think that like this is something I need to hide from my fucking dog.
Right.
So that's why it's all the way on the top shelf.
Right.
It was like here on a tray, and I woke up next morning. So I did a bunch of research before I like ran to the ER and like spent a whole shit ton of money that I don't have, and was like, is he going to be okay? And he will be okay, is what they said, but his stomach is not going to be okay. And if you know
the shits and pukes, yeah,
if you know my dog, and if you know my dog, he already has a sensey tummy tum. He was in the emergency room not even 3 months ago, puking all night from like 1 a.m. till 9 a.m, every hour on the hour. So, I took him on his daily walk, or his bi-daily walk. He gets 2 a day. And the next morning, and he had the runs, and I was like, but it was like a little solid. So I was like, all right, hopefully he got it out of his system.
But no, just
no,
shit
Dan.
all over his crate.
No, oh no, Dan, that'd be
too convenient.
That would be a lot easier to contain and deal with. And I could just pull out the bottom of the tray of the kennel and just dump that into the toilet and then wash it out in the bathtub. No, Dan. No, life isn't that
was
easy.
Disgusting in itself. What you just said, you're going to wash the rest of it out in the bathtub.
I don't have a fucking yard.
You don't have a choice. Yeah,
I don't have a yard.
Right.
I have a courtyard, and then like my neighbors.
I would have dumped it right there, or threw it on that one neighbor's fucking front of their house, on their door.
Yeah, that would be fun. But considering like I have the biggest dog in the fucking complex, I'm sure it'd be easy to identify it was me. But
Yeah, but it was diarrhea, so no.
no, no, Dan, Dan. I wish it was just diarrhea because what I had to deal with that day. Hold on, sorry, I think I missed a comment. Uh, cheers and glad to hear about the diarrhea. No, Claire, we're really happy you're freaking doing better, Claire. That's awesome. But no, Dan, I think Lobo realized his stomach was jacked up and drank 2 bowls of water. So what came out of his asshole was 99.9% liquid.
Ooh.
But it was all brown, and the smell said
Rancid.
exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And
you just walk into your apartment with that, and it just.
oh no, Dan. Oh no, Dan. Oh no, Dan. I wish life was that easy, where I was like out and about and was like, oh, this is what I'm coming home to. No, I woke up to this at about 2 o'clock in the morning, which
Those
is
are the best. Oh my god, it's the worst.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
I just was like this area right here. There's a big gaming desk here. I have my big old microphone, which no longer works, set up here. Now I've spaced it back. Now there used to be big posters back here. Now I've got this big 7 foot tall freaking shelving system. So no, Lobo decided to take the world's largest shit right under my chair. I woke up because I heard a noise where I was like, that sounds like my chair or my desk or the shelves being hit. And those are not areas where Lobo is allowed to be. And he knows that. And the other bad part about this is like, and we might have to cut this episode short because of this. I haven't looked. I haven't tried it. I haven't tested yet. But there's wires underneath this desk. The charger for this laptop.
Oh, you didn't even look to see if he shit on those?
It was 2 a.m. I definitely cleaned a lot down there.
Mm-hmm.
But since I haven't sat down here since that day,
did you just catch a whiff?
I can see some things.
Some splatter.
Yeah. The way I described this was projectile liquid diarrhea.
Yeah.
Because I forgot the other part. He also peed about a half a gallon of pee in that same.
He drank 2 bowls of water, so yeah, he's got to get rid of it.
Yeah, Lobo. For guys who don't know, is 115 pounds, so he drank a lot of water. And I'm looking at the foot of the desk right now. And I might also see some stuff on my strip light, which makes me feel like this weekend, I'm going to just disinfect the fuck out of everything.
The fuck out of the floor here, yeah. Well, it's all right. Can you hear the dogs in the background right now?
I hear some scuffling.
They're fucking playing like crazy. I shushed them out of the dining room. That's where I do the podcast at. I don't have a desk. I don't need a desk in my house. That's a lie. I need to get a desk. I'm just poor. So I do it at my bar in the dining room. And
he's got a nice bar.
And yeah,
that's not a bar. You mean the countertop?
Well, it's a countertop bar on this side.
It's like an island. It's an island.
No, it's not an island. It's an L bar.
It's connected. It's still countertop. It's not an L bar.
It's an L bar. No, it's still an L bar. It's considered a bar.
You know what? We've stood there and drank beer.
Tomato.
Hold on. No, we've stood there and drank beer, so we'll call it a bar.
I mean, we've stood pretty much everywhere on the bottom floor and drank beers, but the whole fucking place is a bar. We could have called it a club, But it was just us, and it'd have been weird to call it a club. It'd have been a really dead dive bar.
No, that would have been a fucking sausage fest, is what it was. That's whatever you call it. Ugh. Ugh. You can call it the club because that's all. We had a bunch of clubs
Yeah.
hanging around in there.
Yeah,
Call it
and
the
they
nightstick.
were both hard for some reason. Who
We
knows?
can call it the sword fight. We can call it Boys Town. Whatever the fuck you need to.
But no.
But yeah, that's my big. I was ready to come into this and ask about a Claire Bear update, and then bring up my
dog story.
yeah.
Dude, I mean, I would almost put that travesty on almost the same par. Like, I mean, not really, but like that kind of dog shit is like the fucking worst to clean.
I can only say, oh, all right, and just so I can give you an image, Dan, like
I already have the image, homie, but we can continue with it.
It was 5.5, 6 feet wide in diameter.
Oh yeah,
It was just it spanned from under the desk to under the shelves, and like it's already bad enough in my apartment building where like if upstairs or downstairs neighbor turns on their shower, I hear it.
So
Like,
when you were cleaning it up, did you start singing, "I tear my heart open, I sew myself shut, these guys rip or whatever"? Your fucking stupid ass Papa Roach. I like just like how your heart is breaking because there's fucking dog shit everywhere.
bro.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And that's even funnier is like I don't mop that often here because like I don't mean like that. I mean like I don't use my mop very often here because like usually I get somebody to come and clean the place like once a month.
Right.
And the mop that I do have sucks. Like Dan and I are fucking army dudes. Actually, shit, I didn't even introduce the show. Welcome to Perfectly Misfit, a podcast where me and my buddy Dan here get together once a week. We shoot the shit just like you've been listening to for the past 12 minutes and 45 seconds. And we play catch up, but then we talk about other podcasts, TV shows and movies, and food. Dude, the one blessing I did have is my Puerto Ricanness had like a gallon of Fabuloso already in the house. So shitty mop.
So fucking dishwasher detergent, dude. It's
bro.
That's the dawn of the Mexicans or Puerto Ricans, whatever.
Yeah.
It won't clean the oil off that duck. It'll kill that duck.
No, it'll bleach that duck. It'll turn that little orange
that duck into a fucking albino.
Yeah,
it'll still die, but it works like a champ.
But it was clean. The duck was clean. It was clean. Nobody can say that duck wasn't clean. Coño.
Right.
See? Don't bring it out. Don't bring it. But like I literally was even funnier. I think I threw it out. Was I had a moment where even this is even more Puerto Rican. Even like I already said something stupid Puerto Rican or super Puerto Rican. I fucking found a small container of Fabuloso, and it only had like this much in it, and I was like, I had a fucking crisis, and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna clean this up with? Like, there's nothing else in the world but Fabuloso. I'm sure there's other stuff underneath my sink somewhere.
Bro, you know what the white trash version of Fabuloso is?
Hold on. But then, again, my spickness just came right out. On the other side of my toilet was that fucking gallon. So I'm guessing I bought the gallon in order to like refill the little container, and I forgot. All right, go yell at him. Go yell at him. So yeah, this Dan usually covers this because I'm usually the one who has to do the yelling at this point in the show, but this is a normal part of our podcast.
Bro,
we are giants. We are big animal people. Dan more than I because he's got the space in the property. But Dan and I will always get interrupted on the show by our animals. Dan has multiple animals, like different like breeds and everything and species. So on occasion, Dan turns into the dude from Goldshaw Farms and just has a cat randomly crawling across his face. It's hilarious. And if you've got a problem with it, and you got a problem with us, you better fucking think about that.
You better marinate on it.
You forgot.
No, the white trash it version of Fabuloso is 409.
Oh, I remember 409. Yeah, because you could do the floors, you could do the fucking stove, you could do the windows. Yeah.
And then like you could do like if you are fancy, you could do the Windex all-purpose cleaner. Okay. That was the fancy shit. And then even fancier now, only because I have it, is that same thing, but with OxyClean in it. That is super fancy.
Hold on. I gotta bust out a good Tim Allen.
Yeah. It's like really on the counter. That's why I was like, oh shit. It's on the counter because I was just cleaning the counter.
This is another thing.
Bro,
Dan
this is the bougie cleaner here. But 409, homie, that's all I normally get. 409 multi-service cleaner, maybe.
Justin Conrad, yo,
what's
up, bro? Justin, I haven't seen you in a while, bro. Good seeing you. Sorry, I noticed. Sorry, Dan, give me a second here. I noticed that like our Facebook comments are just not coming in anymore. And like last week, we had a shit ton. Bunch of people giving out love and support to Claire and like fucking cracking jokes and shit. So I'm sorry. I was just checking the Facebook. I just noticed my buddy Justin gave a shout out, gave a comment like 9 minutes ago.
Yeah. I wonder where StreamYard's fucking that up. I mean, not that we're saying we were endorsing StreamYard or anything, but that's what we use, or maybe not if you have a better service and want to pay us to use it. But
Jesus,
my cat just fell in the sink.
This is what we're
all right, so I cooked burgers last night, and the boys wanted them again, right? So I made burgers again tonight. So I cleaned the pan and then put it back in the sink, and he's like standing on it, and like his stupid weight shifted, so the pan fucking flipped. And he fell in and he looked at me like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like it was my fucking fault. His dumbass fell.
Why don't you put that pan there, Dan? Why don't you put that fucking pan there, Dan?
He was like, and like earlier he was laying on it. Like I washed it again. I was just waiting for it to dry because I ran out of paper towel tonight. So, and yes, I use paper towel like normal fucking washcloths and shit because I don't have any, and I keep forgetting to go buy some.
So what kind of burgers you make them?
Oh, dude, they were literally like pre-made patties because I didn't want to fucking make patties myself. I was too lazy, and I was supposed to make steak tonight, but the boys asked for burgers. Hey, hey, do you see that comment? Did you put that comment up?
So before I put it up, though, all right, you know what? Fuck it.
Hey, and he is kind of wet because he fell into another dish that was soaking. So this is Claire's mom.
Okay, I was gonna say, are you saying that you have some wet ass pussy in the house?
No, I mean technically the cat is wet because he fell into a dish that had water in it.
Well, he fell on his butt a little bit. It's a wet ass pussy. Get it? All right.
Hey,
I'll be here all weekend. We'll be here all week, folks. Hi, Kendi. Thank you for the comment. I'm glad to hear Claire's good. That's awesome. It was so good to hear that. You got to introduce him to. Wait. You just did. Okay, you did Bubba Burgers. Anything special? How'd you dope them up? I know you got to dope them up.
Oh, bro, I went full classy. I did I ran out of my normal seasoning. All right. So I had to class them up with the Montreal steak seasoning, son. The Are You Garbage classy shit right there.
I am not at that. I swear to God. Fight me. Anybody got a fucking problem with the Montreal steak seasoning? I swear to God, I'll fight your mother.
But yeah, no, that was it. That's all I had. You dumb shit. That cat is trying to jump back in the sink.
There she is. It's gonna be hilarious.
Did you hear it?
No, I think I heard a little clang.
He jumped up and failed. But that Montreal steak seasoning, mashed it in. The patties were already pre-made, but like I say, like I was lazy at making it. I just didn't want to separate the meat to make even patties and all that shit. So I grabbed the patty, I put the seasoning in it, then I mashed that bitch up in a ball.
You got the non-frozen ones.
No, I never buy frozen. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, I may be cheap as fuck, but I am not that goddamn cheap.
You're getting the pre-made patties. It's I don't know, whatever.
Dude, it's cost me $1 more to get pre-made patties, bro. I'm fine with that. I'm white trash as fuck, but I'm not that white trash. Unless it's like a fucking kid's birthday party, go fuck yourself. I'm buying the fucking frozen ones.
Do the kids like onions?
Nah, my kids don't. But I was gonna make smash burgers with them.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna ask you to make them the burger that I've been making. See if they like it.
So when I made them on Sunday, I said the other day, but I meant to say Sunday. I made smash burgers and I put like cheese cubes in it and all that shit. And they were like, they didn't like it because they want to put their own cheese on it, but like they want to put like a Kraft singles and shit on it. They didn't like the Gouda that I put in it. Like I'm like, who the fuck doesn't like Gouda cheese?
Dude, honestly, I got into Gouda around your oldest's age, like 14 16?
Or so. My oldest turns 16 next in 2 weeks on Saturday. Well, a week and a half on Saturday. Holy
no way.
Yeah, dude.
He's like 11. Stop it.
Nah, man. Next time he's here, I sent him to bed, but next time he's here,
I've seen the pictures. He's got a fucking shitty ass.
He's got a full fucking shitty beard.
I know. I remember a shitty beard. I've seen it.
And it's actually it's getting there, dude. It's actually kind of thick, but it's like it's thick where it grows in. Like it's a thin little fucking Fu Manchu kind of thing. But like
I just picked up when I was doing Lyft. I picked up a high school kid football player.
The
full half sleeve tattoo. Not full. It was patchy. You know, he got like 4 things on his arm. I'm like, hey man, you're a student at this school? He's like, yeah, I'm in the football team. I'm like, all right, get in the car.
Yeah, whatever. Fucking kids are weird and parents suck. I don't know. They should not be until you're 18, and you have to really want. I got a bunch of stupid tattoos when I was a kid. They're all covered up now, but like, at least they were cover-upable tattoos. I only have one that I need to cover up. That's not, but it's so big on my back that.
Say that again.
I have a tattoo on my right shoulder.
Uh-huh.
That I cover up.
It's what?
Shitty.
But why is it shitty?
Because it's old and needs to be covered up.
What you saying? Never mind.
What are you trying to call me out on that I did? I ended up saying again. I'm not thinking about it.
Right, it's so big on my back.
It's so big. You counting them up? Have you
it's not like I even have. Not even like I have editing software to make that a clip.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
Well, yeah, no, it's.
Hold on. Hold on. Let's move on. Fucking, we got to talk WrestleMania. We got 5 minutes left.
Bro. So, night 1 of WrestleMania was decent. I wouldn't say it was great or like awful. It's like an in between. There's things that happen. Like I knew for a fact that Cody at the main event of Cody and Seth Rollins, Seth Rollins,
middle of the bust out a joint.
Fucking Cody and Seth Rollins. I knew they were gonna lose versus The Rock and Roman because they had to make the Roman Cody match the next night mean way more.
Yeah.
Right. So I knew they were going to lose. Plus,
and hold on, and before we go to day 2, because I know you're going to go quick. I feel like day 1 things were a little more botchy because it was so cold. I think like they might not have prepared as well for like that the chill, and it got colder and colder as the night went. I saw a lot of botch moves. I saw a lot of fucking, you fucked ups. But I think honestly, like that could be the only reason.
As the night went on, you could tell what wrestlers were starting to use Tiger Balm. By the way, like if they got chopped in the chest, how like weirdly like purplish it would turn, and then it would go back. Like it was fucking weird as shit.
Yes, I saw that.
A lot of Tiger Balm was applied, and that's what NFL players do when they play in cold and they don't want to wear sleeves and shit. They put Tiger Balm on, so and that makes your skin like super hot. It's crazy. But night 2, everyone put that shit because it was cold. It was still cold, but they were now more prepared. I agree with you.
I think they're like just the boys. I mean, the superstars, whatever they call them now. Like they probably just weren't ready for that. They were just probably caught up in the moment, and they were fucking chilly as shit. You got to do that boxing shit where you're fucking doing shadow boxing for half an hour before your match. And that's the only way you really stay fucking warm.
Yeah. So Seth Rollins went into night 1 of WrestleMania main event with a bum knee, right? He's been hurt. He's been hurt for like 4 months and put off like surgery on I think it was his right knee. He hurt it earlier. Went into WrestleMania night 1, re-injured his knee. And this is like for a shoot, brother. It means for real. And then went into the very first match of night 2 and defended his championship against Drew McIntyre and finished bumming his knee out. He hurt his knee and he had a partially torn ACL before, and he just finished tearing it in that first match.
Yeah, that was tough to watch.
And then obviously, so the other guy won. And then after that guy won, some freaking Rican, this dirty, dirty Puerto Rican, cashed in the Money in the Bank contract. This fucking dirty bondage wannabe fucking Undertaker named Damian Priest. Did I mention he's Puerto Rican?
I hate him.
Carries knives on him because all fucking Ricans do. No, I'm stereotyping the shit out of it, but no. Damian Priest has been carrying the Money in the Bank contract for almost a year. It's made to have been like almost a meme about when he's going to cash that bitch in. So he cashed it in on Drew McIntyre after the match, after some other shenanigans happened. Came in, beat with Drew McIntyre, won the championship. It's his first championship. My biggest problem with Damian Priest winning it that way is, first of all, he's a fucking phenomenal wrestler. All right. He is like one of my favorites. Like in the ring, he's fucking amazing. And it's very like he's a bad guy, so him winning it that way and like it being cheap is kind of okay. But like for the dude himself, he could have put on a fucking killer match and won. Like, and it would have been even better.
So, but you have to remember that's not how this works.
Right. Oh yeah. No. He had the Money in the Bank contract. He had to cash it in cheap, like a little bit.
Also like so for people who are just naive, like you don't get to decide what you do in your matches in any of these events. They are
predetermined.
I was going to try and think of a better word.
Well, that's what it is. It's predetermined. It's real. Like all that shit hurts. Like getting thrown down.
Oh yeah, for sure. But industry terms, they are what's called a work.
Kayfabe.
No, it's called a work. No, a kayfabe is what is we are currently breaking kayfabe in this discussion is what we're doing. Kayfabe is maintaining the lore of what is perceived as reality in these entertainment worlds. But there are two other phrases that are very important in wrestling: is a work and a shoot. A work means something that may have had prior influences involved in the results of this situation. Hey, I like how I worded that one. Come on, prior influences on the results of this situation.
And a shoot means it's fucking real, son.
Yeah, a shoot means there might be something personal going on between the two people, or however many people in the situation, and there are strikes and blows being dealt that aren't as restrained or as orchestrated as they would normally be in these situations. Let's go straight to the fucking main event.
The main event, dude. I mean, everything in general.
I missed the first two matches, maybe 2 or 3 matches of WrestleMania. I had work to do. I had to work all fucking weekend, but you just filled me in. I didn't know about the Priest match.
I figured you'd be happy because a fellow Puerto Rican being shady.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this is what we do. It's a matter of you. I got to tell.
And then the main event, dude. Holy shit, was that a main event for ages?
I mean, this was one of those things where I just couldn't. Me and Al,
you couldn't have scripted that better than what they did. There was no way I knew. So it's under the bloodline rules, right? Which means there's no fucking rules except for when the tribal chief says there's fucking rules. Tribal chief being Roman Reigns. So they're there's no count-offs, no disqualifications. So his little lackeys can come in and interfere, and they did. Each one by one. And then Cody's friends jumped in to help. His first friend being Jey Uso, which is the brother of Jimmy Uso, who was the first one to interfere. Which that ended with Jey spearing his twin brother off the stage, like a 10-foot, 15-foot drop through a couple of tables, or laid them both out in kayfabe. I'm sure they were fine. The next one was their little brother, and shoot, that's their little brother Solo coming in, and he fucked up Cody again, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, the legend, the fucking can't see me guy, John Cena comes out and takes care of Solo.
Yep.
And then he takes care of Solo. The fucking Rock comes out, takes care of Cena.
Yep. And then
the one that is Cena was super unexpected, right? Super unexpected. Didn't expect to see him.
Is this lights out?
Right. Lights out. You hear the goddamn gong of the bell. And you fucking know the goddamn Undertaker came out of
phenom
nowhere and
chokeslammed. Undertaker is the Phenom, right?
Yeah, the Phenom.
The Phenom.
Chokeslammed the shit out of the Rock, which allows Cody to recover enough kayfabe to take out Roman and win his first fucking championship. It was awesome. It's the great ending. It was like the perfect ending to finish Cody's story. It didn't finish it. It just it finished a chapter and moved on to the next.
Yeah. It'll probably take a little while off, right?
Then, on Monday following WrestleMania. Fucking Rock came out during Cody's champ speech thing and said, hey, he's going to go away for a little while, but he's going to come back, and he's coming back for Cody, and that his story with Roman may be done, but his story with Cody is just beginning, and it's going to build up for that, which is cool as fuck, man, because like with the whole like background on this whole like storyline of shit, Mark Calloway, aka The Undertaker, his first win in WWE was against Dusty Rhodes, which is Cody Rhodes' dad. So essentially, he was paying the favor back
and
to Cody by helping him out there.
Am I also remembering correctly? Was Dusty Rhodes also Goldust?
Goldust, yeah, yep. Which
is just,
Goldust is signed to a different company. He was there that night. He was just in a box seat. There was him like.
Wait, I thought Dusty Rhodes passed away.
Dusty Rhodes did, but Dustin is his son. That is Goldust. That
wait, he's a new Goldust?
No. Goldust. Dusty Rhodes is the American Dream, the son of a plumber. Dustin Rhodes, who is Goldust, is Dusty's first son. Cody is
they're brothers. Okay.
Yeah. Dude,
Cody,
they're brothers in like 20 years difference in age.
Cody, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That doesn't the math just that's where I was confused. I thought that was his dad.
Yeah, no, that's his brother.
Are we does that math?
I swear to God, I'm the one that actually knows about wrestling. And
excuse me, I did a podcast about wrestling and fucking MMA.
Yeah, but Japanese. But this is like what I grew up on, son. And
no, hey, all right. I grew up on it, and then I grew up past it. Fuck off. You're lucky.
I grew up on it, got past it, and then I had kids, and I had 2 kids that were super into it, who got me back into it.
I was gonna say,
so from like their ages, from like the last 10 years, I was super into wrestling again because of my kids. And then my youngest son finally was like, I don't really want to watch wrestling anymore, Dad. So it's been like 2 years of me not necessarily watching wrestling, but like randomly. Like I'll watch Royal Rumble.
You're lucky I watch the 3 events that we talk about every year.
Yeah. So I watch Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and fucking WrestleMania, and that's it. Like all the other ones are in betweeners. But
because my battery's at 19%. One thing I will say that I wish I watched, 2 things. Was the Hall of Fame thing. Not all of it, but like especially the Paul Heyman thing. Paul Heyman, I heard, got inducted, and I think he dropped a "suck my dick" in his speech.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think so. I swear to God. And then also I heard the what?
It's on Peacock.
Yeah, and then I heard the press conference after WrestleMania.
That's on YouTube.
Yeah. That was discussed.
Scrum. It's the media scrum. That's what they call it.
That was discussed on Dudesy, which we're not gonna have time to get into podcast this week. Which there were some fucking very good ones. David Tell was on YMH. Dudesy turned into Dudesy Mania, where nobody was holding the Dudesy episode champion belt, and it went into a freaking like a no holds barred kind of freaking event on Dudesy this week, which actually kind of brought me back. I've actually taken a break from Dudesy for a couple of weeks, and I found this week's episode to be
finished it.
Astonishing. Hey, all I said is it's astonishing, because we're going back, and that's why I brought it up. Was Will mentioned how in the media scrum that Paul Triple H Levesque referred to this now as the new Triple H era of WWE, and they were feeling like this might be a new resurgence, almost like the Attitude Era of WWE, and I'm genuinely feeling excitement for the future.
I'm literally going to start watching more because
Yeah, I'll watch, you know, one or two, and I'll have to start watching AEW, which I have never, you know, shit
tonight
on.
they're supposed like CM Punk got fired from AEW for an incident that happened in London at
Sweet.
their second biggest pay-per-view ever. Tonight they're airing that footage, and we're missing it because we're on the podcast.
Well, on that note,
Tomorrow.
Dan and I ask a huge favor of everybody who watches this show, besides, you know, listening to and watching the other dumb crap we listen to and suggest, is you tell somebody that you love them. Dan and I are Army veterans. We like to drink, we like to party, we like to live life almost to an extreme. Not all right, maybe not that extreme now that we're older in our 40s, but like, you know, we lose friends and family way too often, and we have chosen lifestyles that are not conducive to the best healthy lifestyle. So that's the one thing we ask. You know, like the fucking show, share it with somebody. You know, comment, tell somebody that you love them, because it's so easy. It's it's unassuming. You never know how much it might mean to somebody. Dan, I love you. I'm so happy for Claire. You know, thank you fuckers who watch us every fucking week. There's not a lot of you, but we're appreciative of the ones of you who do. Dan,
I love you too, buddy. Kendi, Adam, and Claire, I love you guys so much, and everybody that listens. Randy, who's one of my Army buddies that will listen.
Andy,
Some dude. I fucking love your ass too, buddy. And we appreciate you all. Thank you so much for listening to our stupid fucking show.
we'll see you next week.